Lambert Stacking. Michael got done awfully early tonight. Him and Nancy must be awfully tired. Um, Pretty much just got settled in. Ain't got nothing situated. Here I am. I don't know. Just sitting down. I turned the air conditioner on in my studio. I don't know if that's going to be too loud or not. Let me see if I can pop open a window on my laptop. That way there I can see the chat better. Liberty Bleed Silver. Woo! What's going on? You're number one, brother. Hey, yeah, never loud enough. Is that air conditioned? Yeah. Is that air conditioned unit in the background too noisy? Dennis the Menace, ready to rumble. Yeah. What's going on? Jack Stacker in the house. Holy, woo! I didn't even check. Is there somebody's live that just got done where you're raiding me? Daisy May, how you doing? Good to see you. Let alone the background. You can barely hear me, let alone the background. Happy Tiger, good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you so much, Happy Tiger. I know it is really pretty late for you. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. I can turn that air condition down. If anybody thinks the air condition is too loud, please let me know and I can turn it down. Yeah, I'm just sitting here. I had other things I was planning on doing, but I said I haven't got on too much lately, and I've got a lot going on, a lot of things happening, a lot of work. I've been working pretty late. Turn my voice up. I'll try to turn my voice up. The only thing I can do is talk a little louder. Let me see if I can't turn that air conditioner down just a notch. I got on turbo speed. Oh, that ain't gonna work. I'll just turn that down. Of course, I got a fan blowing some of the cool air out of my studio. That shouldn't be too bad though. Deneen, how's it going, my sister? Michael Stackin, woo! Good to see you, brother. Sleep well, rascals, he says. Good night, Michael. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for stopping by this afternoon when I went live earlier outside. And I opened up 3D Woodworks package. Oh, let me see. I know he's got to be out here. There's my buffaloes. I like to shake those just in case Jackknife is out here. Buddy from Canada. Jackknife. He's got to be out here. I know he is. He was in Michael Stacking. Maybe I should take out the big silver and clang the big silver. The big silver bars. Hold on. Since he heard the big silver clangs, he's not going to come to the little buffaloes. Let's see. You hear that, LBS? There's some sound of some big bars of silver. Yeah, brother. Them are some big bars. So how you been doing, LBS? Deneen, you as well. How are you, sister? I'm really concerned about you and your well-being. How's everything going with you with your recovery? You can hear those great. Yeah, I bet you can. They resonate pretty good. Let's do it again one more time for LBS. Wow. Yeah, they're loud. They're loud. All right. Honest. Getting awesome. Getting better. I'm really glad to hear that. Check Zachary. You haven't been as active lately. Only 2 weeks at home since May 10th. Wow. You need to crank up some videos. Good. Crank them out, brother. Yeah, I need to as well. I've got several that I made and never posted them. They're on my old phone. I'd have to transfer them over to my newer phone. Oh, my buddy Simba came in to see me. He's right on the floor next to me. Yeah, I haven't been doing quite as much. I've been busy doing yard work, doing stuff, working late. A lot of times I've been going in an hour or two early and not getting done till an hour or two later. Last night I didn't leave there till after 12:30, and I didn't get home till almost 1 o'clock. I did. I was kind of hoping OC Stacker would come out here. I got a package from OC Stacker. I didn't do a video on it, but I opened it with Mrs. T-Bird. He sent us some goodies. Man, I'm not sure what he calls it. It's either uh, it's like a candy brittle type thing, and man, is it good! It is awesome. It's very, very good. No jackknife, no OC. I don't know, Deneen. Yeah, I'm looking too. I don't see him though. I haven't seen him around. I know Jackknife was in Michael Stackings. Raking. Sounds like you're busy raking in the cash. Nice. Yeah. Well, OT. I don't need it, but a lot of times it's mandatory. They've been having a lot of mandatory Saturdays, which I've got no choice in the matter. Um, but unfortunately, a lot of times we're so busy at work, they require us to finish what we need to get done, and not always very happy and thrilled with it. But the extra money's good, I guess. Yeah, it's always good to have a little extra spending money. But I sort of rather be home and away from work than spend an extra 7 8 hours a week on top of my 40 at work, working, especially when the heat is like it was today. I think we had, of course, it's hotter out where you're at, LBS and other places, and for sure. Uh, but we were having temperatures of 91, 92ish, 93 on the average. Tomorrow, the heat index is supposed to be even hotter. There's a heat advisory in effect from noon until, I can't remember. I think it's noon until 8 p.m. It's supposed to be 5 or 6 degrees hotter than normal. They're talking record breaker for our area, like 97 degrees, and the humidity is just awful. And it's not bad if you're in an area where there's a nice cool breeze, but I don't got none of that at my job. There's no cool breeze anywhere. But yeah, I'm just sitting here passing a little time. Figured I'd come out for a quick chat. I didn't want to do it by the fire because I didn't have anything going. It would have been nice because it's nice outside. So who's coming over for a dip in the pool? That's what I'll be doing after I get done this live. Hopefully I can get Mrs. T-Bird to join me out there. Let me see if I can't find. I'd have to go out in the other room. Oh, I gotta. I wish OC would be out here. Somebody call OC. Hold on. Let me go grab his box that he sent me. I'm going to show you that stuff. Hold on. No, I can't show it to you. I'll show you the box. Me and Miss T-Bird already opened it, but it's sort of like the big box that I sent LBS. I got a big box, big package. Yes, I did. But I am going to break out that peanut brittle. I don't know if that's what it's called or not. I think he calls it something else. But, oh, man. This stuff, I believe OC and his wife make it. Oh, what is that? I don't know what it is, but it is awesome. It is awesome. It's not as good as silver, but you can eat this, and this is tasty. Isn't this what you would call like a peanut brittle, maybe? I don't know. Miss T-Bird can't have any because she's a diabetic, so I can eat it all. Oh, man. No, can't do it. Can't see it. Just this one. Yeah, it's funny. Open mouth and surf foot, right? Wow, Dennis. It's 60 degrees Fahrenheit and it's raining. We got a thunderstorm coming my way. You're going to make the martini margaritas. A little salt. Put the lime in the coconut. Chicken. I'd like a little salt on my margarita, please. Preferably, I'm a little partial to the sea salt. Man, now you got me thinking about drinking LBS. I'm all out of liquor in my freezer. I got the bottle of Bissy Rono I like to keep in the freezer and take a little swig of that from time to time. That's about all the drinking I usually do. Looks like that Chinese takeout. Did I post that? Did I post a picture? How do you know about the Chinese food? I don't think I posted that. Did I? I don't remember. Maybe I did. Yeah, it is. It's brittle. But it is good. Oh, I got other stuff that OC sent me, but I didn't do any type of video. I didn't do a video on it or anything, and I want to talk with him to see if he's okay with it. He sent me some awesome stuff. I did send him a pour, and he, in lieu of a pour, he was going to send me a little silver something, and he did. And wow. I'm so blown away by what he sent me. Is unbelievable. I can't show it though. Not unless he shows up. He's got to show up. It's a special piece, I think. I haven't seen one. I didn't know they made them. I know they made them, but not of that low of a serial number. Oh yeah. Well, you were talking in one of your videos of these are a lot of my prospectors. And I got the 84, 86. I don't know what that Maple Leaf's doing in there. Yoda. 84, another 84. I don't have any of them with the E's on the back. I got to get myself one. That's an 87. I think it was the 82 when they first came out with them. I'm pretty sure I got an 83. I don't know. My desk is a mess right now. I had to take off some Christmas stuff, and I just threw a lot of stuff off to the side. Bunch of pile of copper over there, bunch of silver over there, bunch of copper over there. See that big 2-pound 750 celebration thing that I made up? Almost 2 pounds. No, it is over 2 pounds. No, it wasn't. I lied. I'm sorry. Let me see here. It was 21.68 ounces. Woo! That's still pretty hefty. Salt the rim for sure. Awesome. Yeah, we will. How many are we going to have? 2 or 3 or 4? Yeah, next week. I got this week to work. For those that are here, me and Miss T-Bird are taking off. I have all next week off. Me and Mrs. T-Bird are taking off to an area in the Adirondacks where we like to go rough it with a tent and the dogs, and we like to be off the grid. So there's no cell service or anything there. I will bring my phone. I am going to be doing a little bit of metal detecting like I did last year to see what I can't find. I don't think I have the deer here. I found quite a few things. I found one piece of silver, a silver dime. I lost the video on that one. I found that reindeer is a silver ornament. I'm trying to see if I still have it here at my desk. I don't see it, but I know you've seen it. But I'm going to do a little metal detecting. I'm going to do a little bit of gold panning on that site. There's a few streams, and it's up in the Adirondacks. I've done some before down there, and I've come up with a couple of small flakes. Nothing last time. but we're going to be heading out probably Saturday or Sunday, and we're going to be spending a whole week out there. And I'm going to be without cell service. Am I going to be able to survive? I don't know. We're going to find out. It's hard to say. Yes, we will. Thank you, Dennis. We will. We will have a fun time, and hopefully I have some good luck. I'm a metal tech. And hey, Silver and Cigars, good to see you. Nice of you to stop in. Yeah, we went there last year, and we spent 2 or 3 days there. And I think I salvaged some pictures and some videos that I did while I was there. Um, I'm going to try to take some more. I'll try to have Mrs. T-Bird do the camera and bring my tripod. Last time I didn't bring my tripod. I'll bring the tripod, and maybe she can hold it and direct it towards my way, and I can maybe do a little gold painting. Try some more gold painting out there. Maybe in a different spot this time. Last time I wasn't very successful. I went to an area where I had been before, where I'd found some no nuggets. These are just flakes, nothing big. But I didn't find anything at all last time. Maybe I'll find another. Yeah. What about a GoPro? Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for the idea. I've been needing and wanting to get a GoPro. That's what I should do. I should get on Amazon tonight and order a GoPro. I do have one of those. I don't know what you call it. It's a thing you wear around your chest. You can attach your phone to. I've got one of those. I need to find it. My boy had got me that, um, but I don't have a GoPro. But that would be awesome. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna write that down and make sure I don't forget. I'll write it on top of OC's box. GoPro. GoPro. Amazon. Yeah, I wrote it right on the box. As soon as I get done. You see some of the salvage I was doing there, some of the breakers while I was just tinkering around LBS. I did this in 2 different durations. I forget how many ounces were in here. I think it was like 2 point something, but some my breakers salvage I've recently been doing on the old breakers that I'd had. I teared it out. Well, let me see. Let me tear it out here real quick. I forgot what it was. I still got a lot more breakers to do. I'm on regular ounces. Yeah, it's just regular ounces. It's going to be pretty close. Okay, zero that out. Okay. Yep, 2.22 ounces. And if I was to change that to troy ounces, then is that troy ounces at 2.02. Basically, 95 to 97% pure silver from breaker salvage. I've got more vials like that, but that's what I had recently done. Also, I don't know if you'd seen it in the past one. That's what Mrs. T-Bird had got me. Sterling silver T-Bird ring. I know Deneen's seen it. I don't think you've seen LBS. I just wish that was a ruby on the top. Could you imagine that? It's just glass. If that was a ruby, wow. I like rubies and emeralds. But this is, and look, she had it inscribed inside. I don't know if you can see it. T-Bird. But it's sterling silver. She got that for me. Jackknife! There he is! I was jingling earlier. The price of one Ethereum coin. Do you know the price of one Ethereum coin? No, I don't. I don't, Jackknife. How much is one Ethereum coin? Has it gone up? I'd have to look. I haven't gone to my. I haven't gone on to look at any of my stuff on my Coinbase. I've got a lot. I got a few of them. I've got a few of them. I forget how many. I can't tell you because I'd have to get on my phone. Let me see. Do I got my other phone here? Maybe I can look. Woo! Wow. Wow. You remembered that I owned Ethereum? Are you keeping notes on me, Jack? That was from almost a year ago, about 9 months ago. Maybe I should cash my Ethereum in. I forget how much I had. I got a lot of it. Oh man! Now you got me playing with the silver again, Jack. You weren't out here earlier. I thought maybe you were kind of sandbagging there somewhere, so I broke out the real big silver. And I give it a good clang so you could hear it. Yeah, yeah, I did. I know you're partial to the Buffaloes, though. So, Captain Clang, it's really good to see you out here, Jack Knight. Um, how far? I know, like tonight, I was talking about Michael Stacking's live stream, or we're chatting about it. Uh, he was talking. I wasn't on. I was just texting in there. Um, the conditions are a little on the bad side from the smoke from the fires from Canada, the wildfires that are up in Canada, and it's coming down our way, and we can actually smell it. Is that close by near where you're at, or are you still quite a ways from that, from the wildfires that are burning? Why aren't you showing it? You're afraid you may lose subscribers. Showing the what? The Captain Clang, the big bars of silver. Well, no, I've showed it before. They're I can't talk much about them. I'll text you about it, but I'll show you the side shots of them. I'll show you the side shots, and you can see a little bit of toning going on them. He's got a little toning going on. Are you talking about those? There's a story about those. 10 out of 20. I'm sorry, Denise. Have a great. Thank you, Dennis Menace. You have a great day as well. Jack Knife remembers. Yes, he does. Yeah, it's not an easy task. It's not an easy task, especially when you start getting into when you're looking at your desk and talking about things. I can scroll back a little bit, but the wildfires are almost is that the word? Unscape. I don't know. Or inescapable, which is right. I'm not sure, Jackknife. But are they far from you? They're not like right in your neighborhood, are you? Yes, the big Captain Cling bars. Yeah, we'll talk about those afterwards. Um, I'll either text you about them. I don't show them too often. They're in my big cooler, my big cooler of stuff I've collected throughout the years. Yeah, close, very close. Yeah, they are. Um, for now, I'll just for now I can just show you these. You've seen them before though. These are a little smaller, but you've seen those. I can show you those. I can show you that one. I can show you that one. I got one more. I got his brother locked up in the safe. If you'd like to see that. Um, this is just stuff I kind of keep out on my desktop, just in case Jackknife comes out and wants to see something. I don't know if Jackknife had seen this. He's always saying I got one of everything. Maybe there's a sterling silver knife I got. Did I ever show you this, Jackknife? I think I did show you this before. There's the silver emblems on them. Oop. No, I ain't gonna focus. There it is. Two of everything. Yeah, two of everything. Oh yeah, yeah, two of everything. Almost. Yeah, you I think you got it there when you're talking about this. All right, come on, LBS. Do it with me. You gotta howl. Ready? Oh, bark at the moon. Oh, ain't them awesome? Woo! Yeah, that's number one, and that's number two. Thing one and thing two. Yeah, Kilo is sick. Maybe one of these days. And, I like that guy. Getting back to the prospectors, I got to get the 82. I got to get the 82, and I think LBS, is it the 84 and 85 that have the big E on them, or is it the 83 and 84 that have the big E on them? I don't have any of the big E's. I'm gonna have to get one. How high is silver going up to? Oh, I don't know. I predicted it was gonna definitely hit 38. And hey, Joey Brown, how you doing? He retracted the message, but I can see him out here. Good to see you, brother. I'm not sure exactly how high it's going to go up to. I predicted it. I said it was going to hit 38 and hit 38 before August. I said by August, early September, it was definitely going to hit 38. I said it may usually around this time, it notoriously kind of dips down. Yes, the prospectors are in pretty good condition. They're not bad. Not too. I'll use an old word. They're not too shabby. Yeah, I got to get them out of here though. I got to put them in those hard plastic flips. There's one of them that I do really like, and I think it's in this bunch. That's the 87. Of course, there's a little fingerprint, but that's just on the plastic. There's one of these that are out here that got a little bit of toning. I really like the toning the way it's going on. There's an 84. Oh, I dropped it. Smashed my silver. There's an 86. I don't have any of the ones with E's, and I was asking LBS if it's the 83 and the 84. It was 2 years or just 1 year where they had the E's. I forget. This is the one that's got the toning, which I really like the toning. I've got to get these in the hard plastic capsules. This is the other 84 that I got. That's toning a little bit. There's another one. I've got a few more in the background somewhere. I'm not sure where, amongst the American Eagles and all the other stuff. It may. I think 50 is maybe going to be a little tough. I would no doubt. I honestly believe that silver will definitely go over 40. I'm thinking I'm rechanging my tune because I said by the beginning of September it should hit 38. I don't know if it's going to hold there, but I now, with a little bit of research that I have done, not much, but I need to do more. I think $40 silver up to maybe 42.75 is very possible. And then when it comes back down, I think it's going to very well, if and when it comes down, I think it very well likely will settle around 38ish and hold at 38. I do believe that. Will it get up to 50? It could. It could. And I'm going to take a quick look back here because I do believe I did miss something up a little ways and it's already scrolled by, and I don't like scrolling back because then there's stuff that goes on. Let me make sure. It was before that. Dennis the Menace had number one for a while. Yeah, he's talking about Ethereum, Jackknife. There might have been something I missed what Deneen was saying. I'm not sure. Yeah, I still don't see OC Stacker. Oh yeah. I didn't look. I couldn't look unless I get my phone. Do I have my other phone in here? Where is the other broken down phone? I can turn that on. I can actually see. I don't know where I put it. Not sure where I put it. Yeah, if it drops down to 30, whoo, wow. Yeah, if it drops down to 30, I would be on a buying binge, I think. I would definitely be on a buying binge if it dropped down to 30. Um, I'm being a little reserved right now because I like to take big risk and wait until it drops. And that's one, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing because if it drops, then I can buy and really make a good profit when it goes back up. Um, but if I wait and it doesn't, and then it shoots up, then I kind of screw myself in a way, you know. So excuse the language, I apologize. Uh, I've done that more than once, where I've waited and played the waiting game a little too long, and then it goes back up, and then I miss the chance of opportunity. Yes, yes, there will be buying opportunities. It's just like when I had got those 2 ounces of that ounce of gold at 1900 when this is quite a few years ago before I even started my YouTube channel. Um, I'd got some gold when it dipped down to 1900, and that's more than paid for itself. I mean, what's gold right now? About $3,300 an ounce. Yeah, stacking cash for now. I don't like stacking cash. I do, but I have different goals and objectives besides stacking cash. But it is our choice of currency for those that live in the United States. I'd rather I'd rather stack this stuff. You know, that's what I truly want to stack. That's what I want to stack. And if you heard me on some of my rants and raves, I'm not going to get into it, but do what I did 30 years ago. Unless you can't afford it, but do whatever you can afford in your means. If you can afford to take $25 out a week, put it away in a book, hide it, put it somewhere where it's safe, you know where it is. Do it for a week, do it for a month, do it for a year. At the end of the year, if you do $25 a week, you're going to have roughly about $1,200 at the end of the year. And at the end of the year, you know, and if something emergency comes up, then use it. But then you can take that $1,200 and you can put it into something that's tangible, that's real money that you can hold. Something that you can hold. You can put that in a bank, in a vault, in a safe. You can hold it, and it'll be yours. Not some paper silver. I do not believe in buying paper, silver, or gold stock. No, no. You got to have the real stuff. Something that you can hold, something that you can look at, play with, something that you can keep on you. Because you can always turn that back into any denomination of money through any country, whether it's in American money or Canadian money at a later date. It's just like what I was saying back when I bought my first ounce of gold at 700. It was somewhere between 700 and $750 an ounce. Uh, my my 1 ounce buffaloes. I bought that one with $750, and then the duration of time, if you took $750 and you had that in a pile, say you had $750 and you had an ounce of gold, which this ain't gold, but use a simulation, and then 20 years goes by, you got the $750 right here, cash, and you got the 1 ounce of gold you paid $750 for. 20 years later, and gold is now at $3,300 roughly. You can take that, cash that in, and have $3,300 versus the $750 that's still sitting there in paper money, not doing a thing. You all get what I'm saying. A lot of people on these channels get what I'm saying, but there's other people that don't get it, and that's a shame. I mean, the stacking community and people dealing with silver and gold like we are, uh, we're like 1% or less. I don't know. I guess I learned it at a very young age, and I've been doing it for a long time. There's a lot of stuff I don't show and I don't talk about. Um, there's a lot of stuff that's not here on the premises, so it's locked up in banks um, and vaults that I have. But if there's ever a run on the banks, run on our currency, and everybody goes there, is your money really truly safe? I'd rather have as much as I can here with me on me. But I'm looking at tomorrow, not today. And for me, tomorrow is 3 years from now. Yes, exactly, LBS. Spot prices of precious metals is a reflection on how our American dollar is doing. He's 100% correct. Yes. But all I'm saying, LBS, is if say some particular time in future down the road, I'm just saying is if anything someday if any other country becomes stronger than the American dollar, that can be turned into any form of currency at that given point in time. It just like if you were to go back in time 30 years ago, 40 years ago, not when silver did go up to $50 an ounce, but I'm talking a long time ago where silver and gold was a lot cheaper. I mean, your dollar every day is losing value because of inflation, because of, you know, it's not because the dollar isn't strong, it's because of inflation and the prices of everything going up. It's like back in the day, if you were to go out and get a couple grocery carts full of, yeah, gold rings. Yeah, gold rings. Got two of them. uh, but something you could buy 30 years ago versus today is far more expensive today. I mean, look at the cost of things even now that are going up through the roof. It's crazy. Um, the prices of things just in the last few years have doubled. I mean, it blows my mind sometimes when I go out. Like I just recently had to buy a new. I got a sand filter pump for my pool. Just the top head. 10 years ago, I I could have bought it for like $59. I went there and I bought 69, $69 for the where you go backwash, rinse, and filter and all that. I went to go pick one up because mine had broke, wasn't working correctly. $188. I didn't even ask because I didn't even think it was that much. I said, it's probably like $89. I got to the counter because I called them up and ordered it. They were getting ready to close, but I needed it. I was thinking 89ish, and no, 188. And I said, what? I'm like, OMG. I go, I need it. Doesn't matter. Okay, I need it. Give me it. Bring it up. And that's what I did. Um, but it just blew my mind because the original pump, the filter, it's I'm trying to think of the brand name of it. What's the brand name of it? I can't think of it. But it's a big pool filter, a sand filter with the pump head, with the pump and everything. I think I paid like $389 for it like 10 years ago. And now just the head itself is like almost $200. I went and go look at another one that's similar to that. It's a little bit newer, but they look exactly the same at the same place. They want like $989 for the same thing that I got 10 years ago for 369 or $89, whatever it was. Hey, boats, how you doing? Good to see you. No reason to jack prices up so high, exactly. And we've seen a lot of that during just the COVID era, when COVID happened, and it's like nothing's came back down. It's like when gas prices really skyrocketed, everything started going back, and you can kind of understand that because the truck drivers that are paying the high price in gas is shipping everything around, the country by freight trains or tractor trailer. and you can understand why stuff is going up. But then when the gas prices come back down, nothing comes back down. Hey, Rob Zomatic, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I got into a rant. I apologize. I got into a rant about politics, money, and how inflation is and everything. He's talking about how years ago when you could buy gold, I bought gold for 750 and putting my hard-earned cash saved into silver, into gold, and how I did it, my strategy. I started 30 years ago, and it all started with numismatic coins collecting. These are just a lot of Morgan coins I got in capsules, and I got a bunch of American Silver Eagles. I got American Silver Eagles all over the place. Oh, you guys can't even see that. You can hear it. You can't see it. These are just all American Silver Eagles. These are American Silver Eagles. Morgans. More American Silver Eagles. Buffaloes. All buffaloes. And then I got my buffaloes, which I jangle for jackknife. These are just my play buffaloes. These are for jingling purposes only. I still have that coin out. Remember you were talking LBS if you're still out here? This is that I don't got my magnifying glass in here. Dang it. Let me see if I might have to zoom in on this. Yeah, I pulled that out. I never put it back in. From Cuba. Remember you did that thing on Cuba? 1920. I've only got one of those, Jackknife. I've only got one of those. Just one, not two. Just one. I got another one, but it's not silver. This one's silver. Zoom me back here. It's getting warm in here with that air condition. Without that air condition. He wants another 20 years. We're too old for that. You're only as old as you feel, I guess. Some feel old. Some feel older than others. It's scary that in January 1985, silver was $6 in January. Yeah. Woo. Flat for 20 years. Yeah, I wish it was $6 again. I wish it was. 1985-ish, I think, is just before that, a few years before 1985. I think about 5 years prior to 1985 when I first started collecting numismatic coins and silver. I don't think I had my first silver bar of silver until about I think it was like 1990s when I bought some of my first silver. My real first silver. I thought I had one of them still out here. That's not that one. That was just, I happened to come across it. It's an Egyptian one. Cartier Silver, showed that to you before. I got a lot of stuff here on my tabletop. Try to see if I still have it here. I got to get this stuff organized. Here's another Morgan. I got stuff scattered all over the place. More American Silver Eagles. But yeah. But I think back when I was a young teen, I was about 14, 15. I started collecting numismatic silver. And around 19, I think 88, 89 is when I started buying real silver. And I didn't even think of a price of it. I just bought it because it's something I wanted to have. You know, like these I got a while back. I got two of these. I forget the price I paid for them, but these are my Trump ones. I got two of those. I think you've seen those the other day. But I wish back then I had more of a insight on silver and gold back then because I would have bought much more, but I wasn't as financially sound as I am now. So I had to do it back then on a budget, jackknife. And I might have not had the finances for it. I mean, I bought things that I could buy when I could buy them and what I liked. Um, like that $2 bill I think I showed you once. It's a 1928D $2 bill. It looks just like something that's right off the press. It's from 1928D and there's not a wrinkle or anything in it. It's in pristine shape. That's one bill I need to send out and have graded. I've got several coins that are like that as well. Um, I'm still trying to think. Oh, I got it. I had this everything all reorganized one time. Oh, I wish I could find it because I know it's out here. It's that camel, that Joe's camel. Here it is. Here's one of them. This is 1993, I think. This is my third. Yes, 1993. I even got the. I've shown this before, by the way. I got the certificate of fantasy, and not a lot of people have the actual package. This is from the Camel Dollars. It didn't cost me a dime except for when I was smoking Camel cigarettes. The capsule's cracked. I'm gonna have to put it in a new capsule. But this is Joe Camel. Did I show this to you before, Jackknife? That was my third or fourth piece of silver that I'd bought, but I used the Camel bucks for them. They had Camel Dollars and the Camel packs, and you collected them. You do remember that? Yeah. But I think that was my fourth. That was my fourth piece of real silver that I owned, other than numismatics, in 1993. And I think that's what stemmed me into. I mean, I literally started falling in love with that coin, just because of it's because I started learning more and more about real silver and what it was and what it meant, and just the beautiful coins, the proof coins you would buy. And at this point is when I started buying silver silver mint sets from the U.S. Mint. Every year I was buying silver mint sets. Hey, Raz Babo, how you doing? Yeah, silver was like $4 in 1993. I don't know that 100%, but you're very close. I think it was maybe closer to five something. Oh, Miss T Bird, she's in the other. Oh, what's Mr. T Bird? What's up, Mr. T Bird? I thought he was saying, I got to get my glass. I had to get new glasses. I thought you were asking what's Mrs. T Bird up to. I was going to say she's still working. Just sitting here chewing the fat, um, having a little chat, showing some of my silver. I was listening to Liberty Bleeds. Yeah, 25 centavos. Yeah, I've got more centavos, by the way, Liberty, but they're not silver. I think they're copper. I got some. You'll have to go check out that video. I had on Monday Night Metals. I had answered a question when 3D Woodwork was a guest on there, and his answer, I answered it and I knew it immediately. It was miles and miles of smiles. And I thought it was only one copper round. He sent me two copper rounds. Uh, I did a mail call video on it, me getting it, and then I tagged in the live stream that I had done today earlier. But go check that out. Yeah, the first cigarette bucks, Marlboro or Camel. Who was the first one? It was Marlboro. I'm pretty sure it was Marlboro because wait a minute now. I could be wrong because I had the Marlboro things as well. I've got the blue diamond ashtray from Marlboro. I've got two or three duffel bags from Marlboro. Uh, I got multiple things from Marlboro's. Um, but I think I was smoking Camel before Marlboro. Hmm. That's a good question. I don't remember. It's been a long time. But I got memorabilia from the Marlboro Bucks and the Joe Camel Bucks. And that was the Joe Camel one I got. Um, I've got an awesome blue diamond ashtray back in the day. I have that, and that I got from Marlboro, or was that Camel? I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look. I think the ashtray, the blue diamond was from Camel, I think. I'm gonna have to break some of that stuff out of the closet now, Bolts. I'm gonna have to go research that and look at see what it is I got. I know I have it not too far away from me, but I had to go rummaging around to go find it, and that would take me a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh man, it's almost 50 minutes already. Yeah, I'll let it go. I'll probably hang on here for another 10 minutes. I'm not sure exactly what time it is at 21 after midnight, but the sleeping bag, you got the sleeping bag? Oh man, how much you want for the sleeping bag? I never got the sleeping bag. I never got it. There's 3D Woodworks. Oh, speaking of the devil, woo! Yeah, I was talking about you, brother. Thank you so much, 3D. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, you know it, brother. Did you 3D print that? Did you 3D print that? That's what I want to know. You know I like the dragons. It's just like the dragons up there. Let me see if I can zoom in. I gotta take my phone off this. I got my phone connected to my camera or my laptop. Just like that. But did you find that and buy that, or did you 3D print that? You know I love the dragons. Yeah, those dragons are holding some sterling silver dragons. You know it, brother. Thank you so much. That was such a surprise. And I thought it was only one. I thought it was only one copper round. And like I said, it's acting. When I put you on the mount, I accidentally shut my phone off. Sorry about that. I'm back. Thank you so much. So you did 3D print that. That's awesome. You're awesome, brother. Love you, 3D. You're a great guy. Space Miner. How's it going, Space Miner? Yeah, but I thought it was only one. As soon as you said that in Monday Night Metals, I think I was on my way home or I was still at work. And you asked that question. And I said, everybody's going to get that right off the bat. And I already knew it as soon as you were talking about it. And I said, miles and miles of smiles. And you're absolutely 100% right. I didn't even know there was a prize until you said that. The shaman of the copper? Yes, I am, ain't I? Yeah, you dubbed me that, brother. But yeah, it was very awesome of you, 3D. Fun fact. Tabor was the 1988. Yes. What? I don't think I was. It could be. How do you know about thumb wrestling? I've in my particular line of work, the company that I was that I used to work for, I did 15 years of flooring, putting floors down. So I've got troweling fingers. I've got extremely strong fingers and extremely strong hands. And I've just recently been a few people that I work with thumb wrestling with them. And it's not a fun fact. I don't think I wasn't the 1988 thumb wrestling champion, but it's just so ironic that I've been doing it and I've got this guy that's got forearms that are twice the size as mine, and I can beat him in thumb wrestling every single time. We did it just this last week. I used to be pretty good at thumb wrestling. I haven't lost very much. You just got done buying some mud gloves. Oh, nice. I wish Broke Stacker, he'd popped on Michael Stackers. I wish he would have stopped out here because I didn't wear my gloves one time when I was checking my. Let me see. You guys all know this, and I've shown it, and you can see where. Yes, it's still right here. You've all heard me talk about when I was testing this to see if it was 10 karat, 18, or 24 karat, and I had some acid to test that with, and I didn't put any on. I didn't put on any of my gloves, and I got it on my fingers. Now, it was down there at my cuticle. It all came off my finger, and that's all regrown back up. But the cuticle, it won't. It's growing out of the fingernail. that's a reminder of using your proper PPE when you're messing around with acids. That's an acid burn. I got an acid burn on my thumb, my finger, and my index finger. Now, it just so happens that some had settled around the cuticle area, and the broke stacker knows what I'm talking about because he was ragging on me about it. But yeah, that's a constant reminder until that completely grows out of my fingernail. That's halfway through. I'll keep you guys updated on that. More than one can. It might be able to. How many you got the muscle to do that with your thumb? Boop. Hey, Zed. Dirty hands, clean money. Yes, sir. Yes, dirty hands, clean money. But when you're messing with acids, make sure to have your proper PPE, rubber gloves on. I was over my kitchen sink testing out those little pieces of electronics to see if they were 24 karat or 18 karat. And I didn't think the little plastic bottle would have sprung a leak, and it sprung a leak, and I started putting it on there, and it started to smoke a little bit, and I thought it was coming because I thought maybe it was brass and not any gold on it at all. And it started to smoke, and I realized, oh, it's on my skin. It's my skin that's smoking. It's because of a reaction of the acid, and I hurried up and I had the running water, and I rinsed my fingers underneath the running water, and I got a chemical burn from the acid. It wasn't the strongest acid that it can be, but it's a reminder to always wear your proper PPE. Enough said about that. I keep getting these things popping up on my laptop. I got this thing saying YouTube TV. Fast forward for a better TV. Dismiss or claim offer. No, dismiss. Don't want it. Alrighty, we're encroaching on almost an hour. Um, Gonna get ready to head out of here. I think Miss Stevebird's still working. Uh, but I want to enjoy myself. Not that I am not enjoying myself with you fine subscribers, my YouTube brothers and sisters. I am, but I am. I have been in a building today, working hard with temperatures into the 90s with no air conditioner. I want to run into that pool, and I got to go run, take a quick shower, and clean myself off, and I want to go out and I want to jump in that pool. Once Steve broke his cell phone by texting with his stuff. No, come on, Jack. No, I was at work and I had it on my lap and I hopped out of the car because I was getting ready to go to work and I forgot my phone was on my lap and it flopped out when I hopped out of the car and it crashed and landed on the pavement. And it took me. I had another phone already, but it took some time to get everything transferred over. Now, I didn't want to do it in one shot because I just had so much information and so much passwords that were saved on it. So, oh, what's that word when you procrastinate? I procrastinated on transferring everything over to my new phone. It took me a while, but I have it all on there now. But now I have two phones. I got one with a cracked screen that I can still use inside as long as I got Wi-Fi, and I got my new one which I'm streaming from right here right now. But thank you so much, Jack Knight, for stopping in, and thank you, Sister Deneen. I appreciate you always. I really love to see you in here all the time, as well as each and every one of you. You as well, Jack Knight. Yeah, T-Rex hammer nails accidentally. I've done that before. I've been a carpenter. Yeah, I've smacked my phone before. Gatia Oso, buenas noches, señorita. ¿Cómo está? Good to see you. Good to see you, Gatia. Tell Bellows I said hi. I'm just getting ready to head out. I'm starting to say goodbye to everyone. Thank you so much for stopping in. 3D Woodworks, thank you so much, brother, again, once again. You read the last line? Yeah, I read the last line with the one about actually smashing his thumb and the hammer and saying ouch. Yeah, I didn't say ouch. I didn't say ouch. Is that the one you're talking about? Bell's done crashed. He cut grass. No. He must have used a push mower then. if he's that tired, tell him to get his zero turn. How much grass did he have to cut? 60 minutes. What about the 60 minutes? Yeah, we got to wrap it up. Thank you, Raz Babo, and thank you everyone that's came in. Liberty Bleeds is came and I think he's gone. I might have missed him saying goodbye. Thank you, Zed, for stopping by. I had a few boat. Thank you so much. I think it's the first time I've seen you stop by one of my lives. I think you just probably subscribed to me tonight from Michael Stackins. Thank you so much. And thank you, Space Miner. Thank you for complimenting on my dragons. They are awesome. Raz Babo as well. Thank you so much. I always enjoy seeing Raz Babo stop by and say hi. Rob's Pneumatic was out here. He's fairly new, and I think he's from Michael Stackins as well. It's a pleasure to see Rob's Pneumatics out here. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. If I missed you, just call me out and say, hey, you missed me. You can also make sure to tell Bellows Forge I said hi. 750 subs. Yes, I do remember. Yes, there's a party coming up. There's a party. I've been waiting for stuff to come in for that party. It will be happening very, very shortly. But me and Mrs. T-Bird are taking off this week. I'll get back to you tomorrow night. Come stop by tomorrow night, and I'll give you an answer on what exact date I plan on having it. I gotta negotiate it. What Saturday? I want to do it on a Saturday. I don't think it. I think this Saturday will be a little too soon. Next Saturday following, possibly. That may be a strong possibility. Not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. I want to do it before I go back to work. Yeah, Simba is in here. My buddy Simba. He wasn't feeling very good. He's doing better though. But he's been in here keeping me company. Alrighty, Jackknife. I'll get back to you tomorrow night on that. Thanks so lot. Thank you so much. It's going to be a 750 800 GA is what it's going to be. And definitely when I hit 800 that's going to pop. It'll pop regardless. I don't want to get it to 800 because I'll probably be on vacation when that happens. Yeah, little kitty. 3 cats and 2 dogs. Alrighty. Have a good night, everyone. Keep it out. I need a countdown, Deneen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's the word? Deneen's already said it. Bird's the word. There it is. And she's number 1. Yeah. Woo. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. I love each and every you like my brothers and sisters. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. D-Word out. Thank you, 3D. Have a good night, brother. Have a great rest of your evening, guys.